Alright guys, so in today's video I'm going to talk through two ideas which I have thought of a couple of weeks ago in regards to promos that they can put in FIFA 21. Now they are promos, but the idea of these two, they are long-term objective promos. So one of them is an objective based promo which revolves around you playing a game, and the other one is a squad building type promo. But I think one thing that EA has lacked in FIFA over the last couple of years is long-term promos that keep players invested in the game over the course of the game. What they tend to do is release a promo which will then run out, and then there's a few days break, and then another promo is released, and it's just rinse and repeat. Whereas these two promos that I'm going to talk about, they're more tailored to be drip fed to you over the course of the entire game. And the two promos that I'm talking about, they both are based off of Summer Heat promos actually, because Summer Heat is arguably the best promo that EA has ever done. So the first one I'm going to talk about in a minute is related to Summer Heat Fan Favourite. It's a player objective based promo. And then the second one is Summer Heat Summer Showdown. So it's SBC based promo. I'll talk about the SBC based promo more later, but for the first part of the video, let's talk about this player objective based promo. So the first one is based off of this Bruno Fernandes Summer Fan Favourite Summer Heat objective card. Now this was, this and the Ferland Mendy, they were hands down the best cards that they've released through objectives. Now they were really long and near the end of it, semi hard to get, but this is the kind of content that we fans crave. This is the kind of content we want. And I made this mention of this in a video earlier, but imagine they release something similar to this at the start of the game. And that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. So for the first promo that I'm going to talk about is a revamp of the league objective promo. So when they introduced this in FIFA 20, it was a good addition to the game. It kept players playing the game really. But they actually released it in December, I believe it was, and then they stopped doing the upgrades. But the idea behind this promo is they release it in October. So the idea is they pick a 74 rated player, they boost his stats up to an 84. So they do that for all the leagues and they release all of them in October. So, you know, one for Serie A, one for Premier League, one for La Liga, one for League N, and one for Bundesliga. So for the purpose of this video, we're going to use a Bundesliga player, and we'll get into the player in a minute. So you get a 74 rated card and then you boost him to an 84 rated. And then what you do is each month you release new objectives, new milestone objectives. So, you know, they can start off the same as they did in this one. So score 2 goals with a Bayern Munich player, Borussia Dortmund player, Leipzig, etc. So the second part of it can be just the same as this year's. So, you know, score with the original player that you got. So for the purpose of this video, I'm using Jude Bellingham, who recently transferred to Dortmund. Unfortunately, we didn't sign him at Man United, but anyway, because that's because we're going to get Sancho. But this Bellingham, so you use him to score or to create a goal or to use him in a squad and win, and then that will ideally give you an upgrade. Now the purpose of this promo, what you want to do is you want to release new fresh milestone objectives every month. So the idea is it starts off on an 84, in November it goes to an 85, December an 86, January 87, February 88, and then in March you get an 89. The way I've decided to do it is just basically a +1 stat attribute upgrade on each one. So 77 pace to 78, 79 shooting to 80, and so on and so forth. Now, when it gets to April and May, this is around the time team of the season is going to start to get released potentially. So if you think about it in the sense that by March, people will have 89 rated versions of these cards, and they're going to be less comparable to other players. So that's why in April, I suggest that they actually improve the card by 3. And then what happens there is the card goes from an 89, in April they go to a 92, and you can make these objectives harder. This is what a 92 version would actually look like. And that's actually a very solid card. And then obviously in May, when just before team of the season is out, you can release more objectives, and that will get you a 95 of Bellingham for this video. But obviously there's League 1 versions, there's La Liga versions, and I mean, look at the stats of that. This is just an example, and I don't anticipate them releasing a card like this. But 88 pace, 90 shooting, 96 passing, 99 dribbling, 86 defending, and 86 physical. But that's an 11 attribute upgrade from his original 84. But that's the basis of this first objective based promo. And this is, the length of the game. It starts in October, and they'll hopefully keep players occupied all the way up until T11 season, which is in May. And this is something that I believe EA and FIFA has lacked for the past couple of years. This year they did well introducing the player of the months for the various other leagues, League One, La Liga, Bundesliga. And I think with this edition as well, the content for FIFA 21 can be on point. There's already co-op FIFA Ultimate Team coming. And just additions like this, you can really, drum up the interest. So that's the first idea that I had. So the second idea I had was based off the Summer Showdown promo. And this was one of the best promos that EA have released this year in any FIFA actually. And the reason was it got people invested in real life fixtures. So what you do is you complete one or both of the SBCs and you get a 92 rated card. In the event of a draw, they both get a +2 upgrade. And in the event of one of the teams winning, the team that wins, that player gets a +5 upgrade and straight away is an end game player. So imagine they released this at the start of FIFA. Now obviously they couldn't use 92 rated players because it'd break the game. But my idea is they use silver players. So you're thinking 70 and rated below. And then you pump them up so they're 74 rated. So for the purpose of this example, I've used Man United versus Liverpool and Mason Greenwood and Jordan Brewster. Now in this game, Mason Greenwood is a silver rated card and Jordan Brewster's a bronze rated card. But I've just changed the cards and I've made them both silver. So in FIFA 21, the idea is that FIFA, or EA rather, would pick a team, and whichever team they pick, they'd pick a player that's up and coming, that's rated below 70, and then they'd just boost up his stats to 74 and release the 2 SBCs, same price, and you can do one or the other. Now, in my opinion, they should release 2 of these per month, so even them, space them out evenly, and pick 2 fixtures and just pick players from the club. So in this example, I've got Greenwood, and yes, I know it says Jose Callahan above him and below him there, but I couldn't edit that bit out as well. And for Liverpool, I've gone with Jordan Brewster, both of whom are youngsters. Obviously, Mason Greenwood's already better than him. So what would happen is you'd get the 74 rated cards that were boosted, and in the event of the teams drawing, they'd get a +5 boost to both of them. So you'd get 79 rated versions of each. Now, in the event of both teams winning, you'd get a +10 from the original, so +5 from the 79. So that would make it an 84. Now, obviously, these cards, if you look at the stats, they're actually absurd for an 84 rated player. But the reason I've gone with 84 is basically it's the good point in the sense that when you start the promo in October, you want to be releasing silver players, and obviously as the months go on, November, December, etc., the player ratings start to gradually increase from the SBC. So if you were to do this in October, this 84 Brewster or Greenwood, whichever one you chose, it'd probably still be handy for at least 2 months, 3 months. Now obviously with these stats, they're going to be handy for more than that, but I've just boosted up the stats for the purpose of the video. But EA with themselves, they can identify how to increase them. I think the best way is to just do a flat +5 attribute increase on each one. So for example, Greenwood 78 dribbling to 83, and then 83 to 88 in the event of a win. But that's the second promo that I've got. The Summer Showdown promo, I mean, hands down, was the best promo that they've done in years. And they can just call it Monthly Showdowns and release 2 of them a month. So those were some of the ideas that I had for FIFA 21 content. Now obviously this relates to Ultimate Team. There's various changes that need to be made in the game, obviously with the servers, but outside of Ultimate Team, career mode needs changes. Most importantly, Pro Clubs needs changes. They've neglected that mode for far too long, and it's a mode that we've severely missed in FIFA 20. FIFA 19's mode was decent, but yeah, we didn't really play it in FIFA 20. We won it back and improved for FIFA 21. They can also make various improvements to Volta. But that's it for this video. A nice short little video on FIFA 21. If you like the video, share the video, leave a comment. Most importantly, subscribe for more content like this. There should be a video out tomorrow, I believe. More FIFA 20 packs. I think it's maybe the last packs video that I'll do. And there's various other games on the channel. Be sure to check them out. Subscribe. And until the next one, peace.